And yeah, stuff will come up from below, from memory, from what you learned, and memorized, and from traumas that you had, and things you heard, and these things will bubble up. They may even come out. You may even say them, but even as you say them, you realize that there's something false about it, something odd about what you said, something not totally true about what you said. You see what I mean? And you see that it's not helpful. And the very fact that you see it already means that you're in the spirit. You're observing the wrong. Right is observing wrong. See? So, God leads us. And at first we don't even know that he's leading us, but he leads us. And he uses external things also to lead us. So we don't even know that it's him, but then later we do know. We begin to know that it's him. In us. Speaking through us. You see? And moving through. It's a very beautiful thing. It's the process of regeneration. But you see, there's a heaven. Christ said, the kingdom of God, or the kingdom of heaven, is within you and all around you. He said, but you don't even know that it's there. The kingdom of heaven is within. And it's from there that you get realizations and insights and perceptions and understanding that flows through you and into you. See, it's very beautiful. And so there's the internal and the external. So now can you see that words without understanding, see, if words flow from understanding, then they have meaning in them, don't they? They have truth in them. They have love in them. They have understanding in them. And it's beautiful. But when you have empty words, shallow words without understanding, which is what most people speak, they parrot what they've heard, what comes from their brain, what they've memorized. Swedenborg calls it memory knowledge. Memory knowledge. Instead of understanding, knowledge that has understanding in it from within, it's just external memory. And at the grave, all your memories go away, you see. And so those memory knowledges are, they may be useful to remember your phone number or, I don't know, your address. But beyond that, they're not terribly helpful. And they're especially not helpful when they substitute for understanding. Because then they're empty. Remember, Christ said the letter kills. Or was it Paul? Christ said, my words have life. Do you understand now? Because they come from the heaven within. They come from God. But words without understanding are just dead. And Paul said the letter kills, but the Spirit gives life. Do you understand now? And so, do you understand now what hypocrisy is? When people speak empty words, that's all they have. They're disconnected from within. So don't hate them. See, don't hate them. Something happened to them when they were little kids. They were emotionalized and traumatized and pressured, and the world was too much for them. And they became totally externalized, so don't hate them. Okay? Don't hate them. Don't resent them. God, remember Christ said at the very end, he said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. So realize that there is an internal person, and there's a heaven within. And from the heaven within, as in Genesis, it talks about the expanse, the waters above, and the expanse. From there comes all good from God. And when it flows through you, it's good for you. And to the extent that you say it, or even to the extent that there's something about you a little different and people see it, it's good for others.